Welcome everyone to the first scripted review that has my voice, so hopefully it won't be too obvious that I'm mostly reading from this script. In this video I'll be reviewing Just Dance 2023 edition, the quote-unquote final game in the series, at least in terms of actual game releases. If you've seen other videos and or been on the Reddit following release day, you might have noticed that Just Dance 2023 is divisive, to say the least. I've played around 10 hours of this game, so I've had time to get used to the changes, but before I dive to the negative points everyone was mentioning, myself included, let's talk about the positives first. The choreos are undoubtedly the best thing in this game. You might have seen 3 videos on my channel essentially ranting about the previews. Well, throw those in the trash because I actually liked more maps than I thought I would. If you're curious, this is my new tier list. Anyway, there's no doubt that the maps and choreos are superb in Just Dance 2023. I feel like there's a bit too much K-pop than I'd like, but that's more of a me problem than the game's problem. At least the 2 BTS songs got pretty good extremes, so there's that. Also, there's kind of a story with some of the maps, which I don't really care about, but I'll mention the bigger problem with it later. So the choreos are awesome, even better than what I expected in lots of instances, but they aren't without flaws. The UI is finally in dark mode. Finally, we don't have to get our eyes blasted out by the white background, but that's not even the biggest benefit. Finally, there is no pertinence. I can't stress enough how good that is to have catalog back. Well, it's not called catalog, but it is catalog. Remember how in the last few games the songs order would be kinda randomized and it took ages to find anything without the search tab? Yeah, that's finally gone. And in Just Dance 2022 it was gone for like a week, then pertinence was re-added, but it's not back here anymore, finally. Furthermore, there are actually good filters, such as a filter for songs that can be played in small spaces or are easy on the legs, so filters are definitely a great addition, but not as great as the removal of pertinence. Also, while you cannot turn off the recommended songs after every song for some reason, at least they're better at recommending songs you like. Mojo has finally been abolished. Now we have bronze, silver and gold tiers from 1 to 50, from which we can unlock more customization for our profile and dance cards. While I couldn't care less about what my dancer card looks like, I like that it doesn't take 2 hours to get every unlockable now. Okay, now let's get into the negatives. Yes, that was all the good things about Just Dance 2023 I could think of after about 10 hours in the game. So, if you buy the Switch version, you won't get a cartridge, only a download code. You will get a 7 days NSO subscription and a phone ring, but I think everyone agrees that a cartridge would have been preferable. Similarly, if you buy the PS5 or the Xbox Series X version, you won't get a disc either, only a code. Not sure about the phone ring though. I wouldn't recommend picking up the PS5 or the Xbox Series X versions for only one reason. You can only control them with your phone. There is no support for anything else, only the phone. And if your phone gets out of your hand and damages something, that could be a real big problem real fast, as we all know. The reason, quote unquote reason, we don't get a cartridge or a disc is now we have to download the game without the choreos for free, so essentially the menu, and the choreos are DLC for that. And the DLC is just called Just Dance 2023 Edition Year 1. So Just Dance 2024 will be Year 2 DLC, I guess. Is it gonna be called Just Dance 2023 Edition Year 2? Because eventually that's not gonna be in 2023, so... The Switch version really likes to lag. When switching between tabs, when selecting songs, even during songs. Seriously, the game even lags while you're playing a song. That only happened with Just Dance Unlimited songs previously, but now it can happen in any song. And what's even more disappointing is that you can download the songs locally without alts and it still lags. And the download takes up fucking 6.5 gigabytes. And you have no choice but to stream any and every alt for any song. Why can't we download those? Sometimes the thumbnails on the main menu don't even load. As a result, you might very well be dancing to an alt in like 240p because you have to stream it. Also, apparently you can create a private room to play with friends, but I can't even see my friend list because the game thinks I'm always in offline mode. Even when I'm clearly not and can play alts and Just Dance Plus songs and stuff. Furthermore, the scoring in this game is either way more strict or just broken. If you easily megastar the song before, now you'll barely reach 10,500 points, so it's significantly more difficult to get megastar or even superstar. I don't know about you, but I don't like any of the profile avatars. They all look so weird to me. We get skins for the background and frame of the dancer card, but I don't care about any of those. What I do care about, and is still garbage, is the gold move. While it's miles better than the beta one in the trailers, or it should be called the alpha one because it looks so bad. Since this one has an explosion, the one from Just Dance 2022 is still so much better. Just watch this comparison and you'll see why this new one is a downgrade. And of course this is the one thing we don't have skins for, obviously. Also, I don't know if this belongs in this category, but the story cutscenes play before and after their respective songs every single fucking time. Some are almost a minute long. They're cool for the first few occasions, but after that they become more annoying than cool because you have to wait for the intros to play before you can play the song. First and foremost, the most missing feature is the support of the PS4 and the Xbox One. I could maybe understand not supporting the PS camera and Kinect, but that wouldn't be fair either, just to make it clear. But people are rightfully upset at Ubisoft for not supporting the now last-gen consoles. They supported the Wii until 2019 for fuck's sake, and they let the PS4 and the Xbox One go in 2022. There's no World Dance Floor, for whatever reason. Not that I played it more than 5 times per year, but people are really missing it. I guess they didn't want it hacked again and just removed it. There's no beat vibrations on Switch, again, for some unknown reason. Except there kinda is. You get a very slight vibration when scoring gold moves, and when you can't advance further in a menu. So why there's no vibrations during a song is beyond me. And most important of them all, at least for me, there is no sweat mode. I've always played in sweat mode up until now, because I want to know how many calories I was burning, but now I can't even do that. And I know what some of you might have already commented, that they switched game engines and that's why they don't support last-gen consoles and didn't port a lot of essential features. You know that delays exist, right? Ubisoft could have and should have delayed this game if it's so difficult to port features over, so switching game engines is no excuse for the unfinished state this game is in. It would have been much better to delay it for a few months than to release it unfinished and cause unrest in the community. And finally, instead of Just Dance Unlimited, we get Just Dance Plus, which is the exact same thing, except it has about 600 songs less. I'm not kidding, it's the exact same service with less songs. It's also a subscription service with the same price as Just Dance Unlimited, but it has about 600 less songs. Apparently that's due to copyright problems, which could be a valid cause or reason, but they have also said that they will re-add the missing songs quickly. Guess how many they've added back since launch? Just Dance Plus started with 150, and since launch they've added back a grand total of 8. At that rate, it will take years to reach the current level of Just Dance Unlimited. In conclusion, Just Dance 2023 edition would be a good game, the sequel Just Dance 2022 deserved, if they actually finished the game. In this state, while it's not unplayable, it definitely isn't finished either. It could have benefited enormously by a delay, but I can deny that at least the choreos we got are, for the most part, phenomenal. I give Just Dance 2023 edition a 68 out of 100 only because the core elements, the choreos and the UI, are at least appear to be finished or mostly finished. I would recommend picking up Just Dance 2022 until these get fixed, although considering that this game was made by Ubisoft, none of this will ever get fixed, no matter how much they would like us to believe them. And yes, I'll be using the 0 to 100 scale for ratings from now on. I feel like it's better than saying 6.8 out of 10. If you've enjoyed this video or found it informative, subscribe and let me know your thoughts below. If you're curious what has been censored in Just Dance games, you can check out my video about that in the description. I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye everyone!